Welcome to another Qigong session. Today I'm going to focus on the low back and the hips. Many people suffer from frequent aches and pains either in their low back or their hips, and most of the times it's coming from sitting too much. I myself will feel like some tightness in my hips and then it goes down to my knees, and it's most of the times it's because I've been sitting too long in front of the computer, and it's just easy to forget that a lot of time has passed when you've just been working and staring at the screen. So bottom line, to prevent low back pain and tightness in the hips, it's best to just keep moving. So take frequent breaks if you've been sitting for too long, and many of us, our jobs require us to sit for long, and so it's just good to become a little bit more conscious and take frequent breaks and stand up and stretch. So today's routine will give you lots of movements to use for those chi breaks, and you can also use this entire routine once or twice a week if you suffer from hip pain or low back pain. So let's get started, and let's just come into our space, into the present moment, and ground ourselves before we start the practice. Bring your hands on your lower abdomen, and let's take a deep conscious breath in through the nose, deep into the lungs, and allow the belly to naturally expand into your palm. And then contract the belly gently in towards the spine as you expel the air from the lungs. Just take a couple more inhales and exhales, slow and deep. And just bring your attention to the lower dantian, to the lower belly. And let's set an intention for today's practice. My intention is going to be to bring more flexibility and mobility to all my joints, specifically the low back and the hips and my knees. And relax. Let's get started with gentle twisting of the spine, and let's do knocking. So just gently turning from your hips and your waist and starting the movement here in the lower dantian. Let's just twist our spine very gently. If you are doing this for prevention of low back pain, or if you have pain right now, just slow down the movements. Whenever you have pain, it's best to do the movements very gently, very slowly and mindfully, and make sure that if you have pain, then you should modify these movements in such a way that you don't have pain. So if this movement causes pain, then you can not turn a lot. You can just lower the intensity of the turn. You can just turn very gently, and you can even do this movement called water waves, where you're just gently turning your hips as you move your hands in front of you and to your side. So you have two modifications. Is the idea that our goal really is right now to get our spine loose and supple and ready for the next set of movements. Okay? So I'm going to do knocking. So knocking on the door of life is excellent to stimulate acupressure points in the low back, and it's great to activate our energy. All right, make sure as you're doing this, you're breathing, and with each exhale, consciously begin to relax and let go. Because one of the key principles in Qigong is to relax. So let's relax. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, allow your body to gently unwind and come back to starting position. Take a moment, ground yourself with your breath, and just feel your energy in the lower dantian. And let's do spinal cord breathing. So bring your hands by your side here, open your chest as you gaze up. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands in front and round our back. So you open your chest, inhale, really stretch the spine in the front. Now as you exhale, you're going to stretch your spine in the back. As you tuck your chin in, your tailbone tucks in, and you're exhaling fully. So slow and deep breath, inhale, exhale. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, make sure the shoulders are relaxed, the chest is open. Exhale, relax everything. Inhale, open. And last exhale in this position. And then lower your arms and relax. Again, take a grounding breath. And let's do some neck rotations. So bring your hands to your waist. Just place them comfortably, square hips, square shoulders. Slight bend in the knees so that you take the pressure off your low back. And let's gently bring your neck to your left and gaze behind you over your shoulders. So it's a very easy neck rotation. Then back to the middle. Inhale. As you exhale, just turn your neck, look over your shoulder, opening your chest, and then inhale back to the center. Let's do it one more time. Remember, this is very slow and you're moving with your breath. So inhale, deep inhale, exhale, exhale, gaze behind you. And feel the stretch along the neck and the upper back. And then inhale back to the center. Inhale again and exhale back. Inhale to the center and then relax. Now let's do some hip rotations. So the hip rotations, we're just going to move in one direction and then the other direction. Make sure you're breathing deep in and out. So one of the key things for hip rotation is to relax your lower back and your hips. So just take a grounding breath and then let's begin. Just relax your hips and the lower back. And you can make these rotations as small as you want or big. The key is that you're relaxed and that you are not experiencing any pain. So we are trying to loosen the joints around the hips so that qi can flow through these big joints. It's stagnation that usually causes pain or tightness or soreness. So all these movements are specifically targeted to remove the stagnation. Now let's go the other direction and just continue breathing. So this is also really good to swirl qi through the lower abdomen and help with digestion as well. So there's many benefits to hip rotations. And last one, and then come to a stop. So you should begin to feel your qi being activated and your spine is loosening up and you're just feeling the qi just flowing through the meridians. And this usually feels like tingling sensation. You may even feel a lightness. So all these are good sensations. Now let's do one which comes from the deer frolics. And this one is great for the spine. So in this one, we're going to come into this hand position, which is deer hooves. So deer horns, where you're going to extend the index finger, the pinky finger, and the thumb. So you're going to, and then you're going to fold the middle finger and the ring finger in. Now we're going to bring the hands up above, okay? You're going to bring your hands up above and make sure the shoulders are relaxed, your knees are slightly bent. So this one's called a deer rises, yawns, and stretches. So it's a really fun name. So imagine you're the deer and strong deer, strong bones and joints. So stretching and just feeling that the crown of your head is being pulled up and really feeling tall. We're going to just turn very mindfully to one side. So you're going to turn in 3 stages. So when you twist, you're going to twist the upper back, the mid back, and then the lower back. And that now you're going to just look over your shoulder, deepening the stretch, and then very slowly you're going to come back to starting position. So adding the breath, inhale, make sure the shoulders are relaxed. As you begin to exhale, you're going to turn. So feel the turn the upper back, the mid back, and then the lower back. And then very slowly come back to the starting position. Now inhale, and as you exhale, just lower the hands very, very slowly as you descend the qi down to the lower dantian. So let's do this one more time. Coming back, grounding yourself. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands in the deer horns, and then bring your hands up overhead. Shoulders are square, hips are square. Deep inhale, begin to exhale, step by step. And then inhale back to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back and exhale down slowly. Great. That felt great. It seems like a very simple movement, but it's just remarkable how it helps your spine and it's stretching all these key meridians. So continuing with our focus on the hips, let's do a movement where we are just going to start opening the hips, the hip joints one at a time. So come into this grounding stance where your weight is evenly distributed in both the legs and both the feet. Your knees are slightly bent. Shift your weight to one foot. Very gently, like shift your weight to the left foot and come up on the toes of the right foot. Okay, so now I'm almost standing on one leg, but my other toe is on the ground. Now I'm going to lift my right foot and turn it inside so that the toes are going to point towards the left leg, and then I'm going to lift it and point it out so the toes are pointing outwards. So let's do that, and you can do this just holding on to something for balance. That's totally okay. All right, so the movement is like this. So you're just relaxing the hips. So just relax. You can even place your hands on the hip to just massage it as you open and continue breathing. Okay? Now place the right foot down. Move your weight to the right foot. Pick up the left foot and place the toes, just the toes for a minute to balance yourself. And then let's just move, open the right hip. So you're just moving your toes, pointing the toes in and out, in and out. So it really opens the hip joints. One more time. And then relax. Now moving into the next step of this movement, just coming back into our grounding stance, we're going to shift our weight to the left foot, pick up the right foot, and you're just going to swing it to one side and then swing it out. Okay, so hold on to something if you need this, if you need balance, and let's do this. So let me show it to you. You're just going to swing your foot like this, out and down. So when you swing it in front of you, the outer edge of the foot is pointing forward, then you open the hips and then come down. So that's it. Just relax as you do it. One more time. And relax. Ground yourself again. Shift your weight to the right foot and let's swing, pick up the left foot and swing it to the right, open, down. So make sure you're relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. You're not constricting the movement anywhere. You're trying to open the hip joints. We don't want to hold tension anywhere in the shoulders, specifically the shoulders. One more. And relax. So by now you should feel your energy activated. Let's do one more stretch for the knees. So the knees and the hips are connected. So let's just do some knee circles. And remember, if you have pain in your knees, just make small circles. Okay, and if you have a lot of pain, you can skip this movement and just massage the knees. Okay, just massage. So coming into a stance with your knees slightly bent, the hips are square, we're just going to place our hands gently on the knees and then just bring them in, back, to the side and in the front. So you're just going to do knee rotations and remember to make them very tiny if you have pain. The key is that they are moving. Okay, so we are trying to move chi and let your intention be in the knee joint, the attention, in the knee joints, and your intention is to swirl the chi. Okay, so no matter if the movement is tiny or big, your intention is important. And then slowly rise up. If you want, you can shake out one foot at a time. Let's do some ankle circles. Again, hold on if you need. help with the balance. Otherwise, just standing on one foot at a time. Gently rotate the knee, ankles one direction at a time. And then let's do the other side. And relax. Okay, so hope you're feeling nice and relaxed. At the same time, you feel the energy being activated, because we're going to go into flows, and the flows are just remarkable in their ability to heal. And before we transition into flows, let's do some shaking. So just bounce on your toes. So you can just knock your heels on the ground. For this one, you can even hold on to something as you do it. This really helps with all the joints and the bones. So you can knock the heels, or you just shake. Okay. All right, now inhale. Exhale, release any stagnant chi, any last bit of stress that might be holding or causing tension in the body. And let's come to a stop. Coming into our Qigong stance with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, tailbone relaxed. Let's just close our eyes and return to our breathing. Scan your body to make sure that you are relaxed. Just ask yourself the question, where am I? And the answer always is, you're here in the present moment. So for this next part of the practice today, just try to be present with your breath. Just being deeply aware of your contact with the earth. And if you're doing this outside, just be aware of just the supportive chi around you, nature, healing chi from nature. And let's start with our first movement. So we're going to do the fountain, which is very good for the water element, and which is associated with the kidneys. And the kidneys are the kidney chi really nourishes the low back and the hips and the legs and the knees. So let's start with the fountain. So we are going to bring our hands in front of our lower dantian, slide your hips back, bring the backs of the hands in front of you like this. And as you inhale, you're going to draw your hands up and out as you exhale. So the movement is very simple. When you draw your hands up, you just need to come up to about collarbone height. So just relax the lower back as you do this. As you inhale, you draw up chi all the way from the earth and trace it along the kidney meridian. So make these movements slow and the breathing deep. Let's do 3 more, and these last few, let's make them very slow and smooth. And then after you finish, just bring your hands in front of your lower dantian. Close your eyes And just connect with the chi of your kidneys in the back. Just breathing into your kidneys and sending healing chi with your breath and healing intentions as you fill it up with really good healing energy that will nourish your low back and your hips. Now just going into the next movement. This one's called Moon Over the Lake. And I like to do this one when it's a full moon, but it's really good for the hips. So in this one, you come into a stance which is a little wider than shoulder width apart, okay? And then you place your hands in front of you with the palms facing the earth. So let's just start the movement by shifting your weight from one leg to the other leg, other foot. So you're moving your weight to the left and the right. Now when you move your weight to the left, let the hips just slide to the left and back. Okay, so you're going to just do this for a while. It's a very comfortable, nothing should hurt. Remember, it's a flow, so this should feel very comfortable and easy. You're just moving your hips to the left and back. Now let's do it on the other side. So you move your hips to the right and back. So it's just moving in a lateral fashion. Right, now let's add the movement. So you start with your hands facing the ground. The palms are facing the earth. You're going to just slide your hips to the left, forward, just as far as they will go without much effort. And then you're going to bring them up overhead and down. When you come down, you can just squat down, but it's not necessary. You just come around and you can just lower your knees a little bit. So you inhale up, exhale down. Inhale. So this movement of the hips, the hip joints, really helps to remove any stagnation in that area. Exhale out, inhale. Last one on this side. Coming back into your breath. And then let's start on the other side. So you slide your hips to the right, bring them up and around. Exhale, inhale. The imagery of water is very healing for the lower back. So you can close your eyes and just picture flowing water. The flowing water never gets stagnant, so just picture this flowing water. So your chi can mirror this flowing. Let's do one more. come back to starting position. Place your hands with your palms in front of your lower dantian, as if you're holding a chi ball. Close your eyes. Just go inside and just notice what you're feeling. If you feel any tingling between your fingers, between your palms, just enjoy that feeling as you hold your chi ball. And then just bringing your hands closer to your body and then place them on your lower dantian as you bring the energy in back to your center. Bring your feet closer together and let's just breathe, just a natural respiration. And let's close with pulling down the heavens 3 times. Open up, inhale, exhale down the middle, smoothing out your energy field. Inhale, gather, and exhale, just send waves of relaxation down your body. And then bringing your feet closer together. Let's just close our eyes as we come back to our breath. And just notice how you're feeling. How does your back feel? How about your hips, your knees? Just noticing any shifts in your sensations, in how you feel. How is your energy? And then opening your eyes. Thank you for joining me in today's practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.